Hello, 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 everyone. It's me, Rebel Trader. Welcome back to the last of the round robin games for Season 16's Top Cut. We've got Jarol and Weyoun here. I'm going to get the word out about the stream. All right. So, I've got Jarol and Weyoun here. Jarol undefeated so far. Weyoun 1-1. Here's the bracket. So the way this works is it's round robin, and then after the round robin, we're gonna have the top two players in terms of records face off for the grand finals. And so the way it's at right now, Mini Captain finished 1-2, Uncle Rico finished 1-2. So if Jarol wins, it's gonna be him at 3-0, everybody else at 1-2. And so he's going to play whoever has the most game wins, and that's going to be Uncle Rico, even if this is a 2-1. So Jarol wins, it's him versus Uncle Rico. If Weyoun wins, him and Jarol are both 2-1, the other players are both 1-2, so it's a rematch for the finals. So Weyoun's fighting for his life here. Jarol's got a spot in the finals either way. I can show you the list briefly. This is Jarol's Krennic. It's a Vader deck. Most people have been thinking about Kylo, Kira, Gar Saxon. Not as much about Krennic, but he's as good of a Vader platform as anybody. And then this is Weyoun's Han2 Blue. It's pretty standard. It's got the Octobogdos in there, which not everybody's on, but I like them, and Weyoun certainly likes them also. So I'm gonna go give these players the go ahead. Sorry, I was getting my. All right. So it's I'm not sure who's favored here. It really either way. I'm a control player. I play a lot of these decks like Jarol's, and I feel pretty good about the Han2 Blue matchup. But it's certainly not free. And this is one of the rougher plays that we can have, but Jarol does have the answer in this Royal Guard attaché. And he picks up the resupply. Nice. Normally you like to get Pershing down early, but sometimes you can't. And you just have to answer the Octobogdo. Let's pull up the Royal Guard for those of you that haven't seen it yet. Started from Skier. Shout out to the Baddest Patch people for developing this new overlay, and they keep updating it. There's so many new features. Like you can keep track of records now, and also like who has the force. Which I'll see if I can keep track of the force for you. All right, Weyoun with initiative. He's got 4 good options here. But he's got to go to base first for that Yoda to get that force token. Weyoun's just gonna, or sorry, Jarol's just gonna deploy his leader here. And Weyoun picks the turret. Interesting, not the Kiadimundi. I mean, turret's not bad here. Jarol does have the no glory, which is an immediate answer, but it feels kind of bad. You can also like no glory the Yoda to get a card draw. He's got barrage, and I think barrage can let him get through the turret if he decides to go for that one. But it looks like he's going for the no glory. And it's actually going to be the Yoda. So we can get a card draw. He picks up another copy. All right, he's going to crash into the turret. Turret should take no damage, right? Yeah, they just got it wrong. All right, we swinging with turret while he has a chance. Gonna get the force token back, and then barrage just gonna blow the turret up because now that Krennic is damaged, he's 3 power, and he can blow the turret up. And Krennic's just going to swing into the Han. Not quite enough to kill him. But he does get to restore 2. And now we see Kiadimundi here. One of the defining cards of this meta. Force throw coming down. Going to kill Krennic at the end of this turn. Force throw also one of the defining cards of the meta. So, onward we go to the next round, which is going to be 7 resources for Jarol. 6 for Weyoun. And Jarol has the Vader, which has sort of fallen out of favor amongst a lot of players because the 6-drop Vader is just so powerful, and building your deck around that is often seen as better. All right, and yeah, he picks up the Death Trooper, so this is going to be a board clear here. And that's the power of that 7-drop Vader. And taking the Han offline prevents Weyoun from answering with this Luke right away. Though the Luke will almost certainly come into play next turn. In the meantime, Weyoun's got you can play a 4 which is like pillage or Shatterpoint, or he can go like open fire plus Jedi in hiding. Going for that Jedi in hiding. That's great. You see a lot in Talzin. I haven't seen it a ton in these Han builds. But it does make a lot of sense. Snoke in hand for Jarol, and Crate Dragon picked up by Weyoun. He can Luke it. And the Snoke can run over this chariot here, even through the Force token. So, yep, that's what's going to happen. It does set up the Luke perfectly, though. So, yep, Luke kills the Snoke. I imagine we see Power of the Dark Side here, or maybe No Glory, if he's worried about, like, a crate next turn. And then probably just perching on the back end. Oh, he's gonna be interesting about it. Play the Vader. And I guess he is just gonna slam to headbutt that Luke with the Vader. I mean, it makes sense. He's probably gonna take a wallop next turn, but then if it's the crate that comes down, you can go super laser into it, power into the crate, clear it. Two crate dragons can really close a game out that is close to being won. And Weyoun's like right on the edge being able to do that. Ooh, Mace Windu and Mundi picked up. I don't even know if I resource here as Weyoun. Probably don't need to. Oh, he's actually thinking about... Yeah, he resources the Mace. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to hit the base. 16-0. Super laser clears. And then... the big one. So he's going to power that crate. Now Weyoun's got to decide, kill Vader, deal 3 to base. And it's going to be Vader. Which does, it kind of forecloses an interesting line, which would have been for the second crate dragon, which of course Cheryl doesn't know about, of like go Ram Vader and then ECL Death Trooper, so he takes less damage on the crackback than if you know Gloried it. But frankly, as Jarol, I'm happy to see less damage on my base in any form right now. All right. Jarol, Infernos. I think Weyoun already took initiative. So Jarol can just play out this Death Trooper, which is going to have 4 attack. Lockpick and getting picked up. Weyoun's Jarol's ECL is still online. Now we'll see if Weyoun does decide to go for that second crate, or if he decides to start playing out some of these force units. It is just the crate. All right. Pershing gonna draw a card here. And then I imagine it's just, you know, ram things into base and no glory. Jarol's starting to catch up on damage. All right, and that damage is going to the base. 5 resources left. It's going to be Lompike, I guess. All right. Vigilance and Devastator in hand. Pretty much exactly what you want to see for Jarol. Well, you can play out a couple of units here, but he's close to being dead, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 on board. Yeah, 12 on board. So not quite dead this turn. All right, Itinerant going to come down. I thought he was going to use the force, but he actually didn't. Yep, Pershing going to be used on Lompike to unlock that. That 13. Now, Itinerant is actually like a must-answer threat here, because it is threatening lethal. And it can't be devastated. Force throw, gonna discard that Devastator. I imagine it's just gonna be Death Trooper that eats it. Yep. Jarol might be forced to power the dark side here. It's like, oh, he's gonna bump into the shield there, so he can go for the Devastator. Yeti Mundy's gonna make that a challenge. Of course, he's there, picks up an Ezra and a Hammerhead. All right, Power's going to get rid of one of those. And I guess you can Gideon over the other one. And Weyoun takes initiative thinking he's going to get there. And the ECL, Gideon Hask off the top rope. Let's pull up Gideon for you. Sometimes he's just one of the strongest cards out there. Jarol's trademark Corvus showing up in the hand here. Jarol's easily got lethal on board here. Weyoun does have a couple things to interact. He's got Shatterpoint. He's got Hammerhead. So he's not out of it yet, but pretty close. And Jarol having both Devastators is, I think, going to seal it. Even just one Devastator seals it, really. I'm trying to think too, like, what are his lines? I'm struggling to come up with one that doesn't lose the Devastator. Ooh, dropping the reverse Vika in chat. Without the leading age. All right. Weyoun resources. He's going to play it out. Starts with Hammerhead. Probably going to blow up Gideon. Yep. So the long pike goes to base, and I think we're going to have to see Shatterpoint to remove the Inferno. Or actually, no, he doesn't necessarily have to do that. Seeing he was going to Shatterpoint, but he actually can survive nominally right now. All right, but there's the Devastator. I think that's pretty much going to close it out. We'll play another round. And Weyoun's going to call it. All right, good game. That's only the first one, though. Looks like we're having some serious stream quality issues. All right, my OBS tells me we're having some stream issues, but I'm looking at the stream and I don't see them. So let me know if you're having some serious problems. But it looks to me like we're doing fine. All right, let's take a look at sideboards here. Weyoun's got a couple things for this matchup. I'm mainly bringing in Cham's Redemption, maybe even not Redemption, but I'm certainly bringing in the third grade dragon and those Chams for the ramp. On Jarol's side, he's got a lot of stuff for aggro, top targets, and this Disruptive Blast. Restock, it looks like they're for Kylo probably, and I'm bringing in returns, yeah. And we can see those Pouse returns in his hand, and we're getting started with game 2. All right, Weyoun gets to start with initiative this time, and it looks like he's going to go for Jedi in hiding. And it looks like going to be Pike Sentinel to answer for Jarol. All right, so Jedi in hiding, gonna go into Pike, gonna generate the Force, and thinking about using the Force to force the discard, but also thinking about saving it and just going for the Kiadimundi. Looks like he's gonna save it here. Not force the discard. Jarol has the Super Laser, which is the perfect response to the Kiadi. Also helps him recoup some of the card advantage from that Kiadi play. Jarol's thinking about deploying Krennic. There's not much utility in it right now because he doesn't have anything to restore. So yeah, he's just not gonna do it. Oh, and he picks up the Vader Twilight. Didn't even see that game 1. He didn't need it. But it's looking pretty strong here. And right on 6 too is nice. Lam goes to base, but he has a chance. And Lam is just going to eat him. So Weyoun's on 6 resources. He hasn't deployed his Han yet. He even could have done it last turn. Though there was... I'm a bit surprised he didn't, but also, like, he wanted to get that Cham head off. I need the actions to do so. That actually makes sense to not deploy him yet, but he can deploy here. And from there, got a couple options. He's got the Hammerhead, the Poe, and he's also got a line of going Itinerant plus Ogdo Bogdo. You could even go Poe plus Ogdo Bogdo, right? If he goes like Ogdo now, flip into Poe. Or theoretically, the other way around. Poe now, flip into Ogdo. Or just flip and go into both of them. Yeah, either way, he's going to flip here. Jarol playing it slow, trying to set up that Vader. Weyoun has to be, is definitely going to be mindful of that Vader. He's not hopefully going to play into it too hard. Han's going to go ahead and target that base. Krennic going to bump heads with Han. Get some restore going. Ian's still thinking about it. He can go, if he goes Ogdo, that actually, it lets him keep another play ready if the Han dies, because he has the Itinerant. He's also got to be seriously considering this this Hammerhead. Instead of Poe, like I was thinking about. Oh no, wait, Hammerhead's 6, not 5. Alright, so he is just gonna hardcast the Hammerhead. Blow up the Krennic. And then I imagine we're gonna see Vader. You asked me, Vader deck is going to win Galactics. He's just such a powerful card here. I've got my ideas of what I think the best one is, but I won't share them yet. Alright, so I guess the stream is lagging. People are saying in chat. I'm doing all I can about it. Alright, Weyoun opens with a pass here.